Hello, Pastor. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good, my brother. How about you?
Very good. I want to talk to you a little bit about a society and how you correct things when you're living in a society that does not want to even consider taking responsibility for any of their actions.
The first thing we have to do is really lean back on what God calls responsibility, individual responsibility. And as Americans, we need to start putting politicians, and now I know people hate for pastors to talk about politics, but we need to start putting responsible people that believe in the Constitution, that believe in holding people accountable, that believe in the Constitution, so that we can put the right people in government to start taking some of these, should I say, rights that people have that they're getting from the government. Welfare, I think we ought to start eliminating that. We ought to stop giving all the people food stamps, my brother, because if a man gets hungry, you know, all those jobs they say we need illegal immigrants to take, man get hungry, they'll take them. And we're helping people not have individual responsibility, and God isn't happy with it. So, and since God isn't happy with it, I'm certainly not happy with it.
Okay, so if you are, the one thing we went over the last couple of days at my house because we needed a refresher course on the Ten Commandments with my kids. And one of the things was the Sabbath. We only talk about half of the commandment, and, thou shalt honor the Sabbath day. You will work the other 6 days is the rest of that commandment. And you shall work the other 6 days. But you say people are hungry. I have news for you, Ken. I don't know that many people that won't work now really will work. They will just whine and whine and whine. And then somebody will swoop in and convince them that they've been wronged, feed them enough, get them into a gang, and they'll kill people for food.
Well, that's the problem that we have so many, especially in the black community, Glenn, and nobody really want to talk about it. We got so many single family homes, kids and boys that are raised by mothers, and they're looking for parents, they're looking for a father, and they join the gangs to get that. And as the family falls apart, so does society fall apart. But I truly believe this. Even my dogs are smart enough to know. If they don't eat the first day, and they don't eat the second day, and they don't eat the third day, all of a sudden, that food looks good I put down there for them. But if I go back after the second day and give them something that they want differently, they're not going to eat what is best for them. So we got to come to the fact that, look, we got to do what's right in America. What's right in America is that we have to hold people to responsible individual rights.
Okay.
And that's why we're fighting so strong for it. And I don't think there's any other answer.
Okay, but help me out on this, because this is the answer that I've known for a long time, you've known for a long time, and the audience does. And I was foolish enough to think, if I just get on TV and I explain what the problem is, the other journalists, they'll see the error of their ways and they'll go, oh, I didn't know that. I should look into that, and then report it. They don't. And you're living in a society where half of the people, and this on both sides, Republicans, Democrats, white, black, doesn't matter, half of the people are lying to themselves and are not willing to look at the truth. So,
well, God says there's nothing more wicked, and no one knows the heart like God does. And that's why he says in John chapter 2 that he would not commit himself to man, because he knows man and how man really is. But he's also given us things to do with man. Hold man accountable. Hold man to the fact that if you don't work, you don't eat. Simple. You don't work, you don't eat.
Okay.
You on welfare for just a small amount of time. You on unemployment a short period of time. And we can turn this around.
I believe you're right. However, we are not in control of the levers of power. So let me take you back to the 1960s. Martin Luther King believed in marches and walks, and he believed in boycotts, which I don't believe in boycotts. But that was the way.
I got a better way.
Okay, what is it?
No, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, that's what worked in the 1960s. What works now? Because we don't have control of anything. We don't have control of even
we have
the
control
conservatives
of our vote. We have control of our vote. Conservatives have not shown up very well, Glenn, for the last 3 elections. They have not. You can say whatever you want. Christians hadn't shown up very well for the last 3 elections. Now, first of all, we're not going to vote, and we're going to show you what's going to happen. well, look what has happened. You better get back on your voting horse and get back down to the boot, because we need to put people in back in that is going to be responsible to protect our Constitution, protect our religious rights, protect our freedoms of bearing arms, and to protect the United States from falling and being nothing more than just a pile of ash when God get ready to move. Because if he doesn't apologize, if he don't come and deal with us soon, he's going to have to apologize to Sodom and Gomorrah.
I will tell you that the answer is found in Jeremiah and all through the scriptures, and you're exactly right with that statement. It doesn't end well. Past this point, it just doesn't ever end well if the people don't wake up.
If they don't wake up, and guess what? They got you and I, brother, screaming from the mountaintop.
That's how much trouble
I have been to the mountaintop.
Thanks a lot, Ken. We'll talk to you again. Back in a minute.
All right, my brother. Have a good day.
You bet.